Alrighty, let's reward ourselves with a nice cool down. We're going to start with a side step plus an arm swing. So just stepping side to side, you're going to swing those arms side to side. I feel as though cooldowns are very much overlooked, so bear with me and hopefully this 12-minute cooldown will go by in a flash. Okay, we're going to move into a lateral reach. So you're just going to cross one leg over the other, and then with the same arm with that leg crossed over, you're going to reach over your head and hold for about 5 seconds, and then switch to the other side, cross that leg over in front of you, and then reach that arm up above your head. Next up, we have a down dog plus a calf pedal. So you're going to get onto those hands and feet, press that butt high up into the air, and then you're just going to pedal those feet. So you're going to press one heel down into the mat and then hold for 1, 2, and then switch to the other, hold 1, 2. You shouldn't be going too fast here. Alrighty, let's press down onto those hands and knees, and we're going to go into cat-cow. You're going to arch your back up, getting a nice stretch through that back, and then you're going to arch your back the other way, getting a really good stretch through that torso. Alrighty, let's press that butt back to those feet and fold over into child's pose. Try and press those arms down into the mat. Should feel a really good stretch through the back here. Okay, let's lift up and we're going to go into a kneeling hip flexor stretch. Planting one foot on the ground, you're going to press those hips forward, trying to keep that back still nice and straight. You should feel a really good stretch through the opposite hip flexor here. Okay, now we're going to go into a kneeling hamstring stretch. You're just going to extend that leg that was bent, and you can point and flex the foot. You should be feeling a different stretch as you do this. You can also hold it once you find the place that is tightest for you. Okay, now we're going to switch legs, starting up with that kneeling hip flexor stretch. As I said before, make sure to press those hips forward, keeping that back as straight as you can. You should be feeling that stretch in the opposite hip flexor. Press that butt back, and we're going to go into a kneeling hamstring stretch. Extending that leg, you can point and flex as you feel that stretch change. Wherever it's the most tightest, you can also hold there. Moving into frog pose, you're going to glue those feet back behind you, press those knees away from each other, coming down to your forearms, getting a nice good stretch right in between those hip flexors. Make sure those feet are glued behind you and press those hips back towards your butt. Okay, now let's move into a butterfly stretch. You're going to glue those feet together, bringing them as close to your body as you can, and then you're going to use your elbows to try and push those knees and down. Knees and legs down, yes. Wherever you guys are flexibility wise, it's always good to make sure you include a cool down in your workouts. As you can tell, one of my legs is clearly tighter than the other, but as long as I keep working at it, I will get more and more flexible, and you will too. Alrighty, let's extend those legs out to each side, and we're going to go in for a sit and reach stretch. So you're just going to bend over towards one side, reaching that arm up above your head and reaching down towards that foot, holding here for just a moment, and then doing the same towards the other side. This time, as we reach over towards the other leg, I want you to try and challenge yourself to bring your nose to your knee. No matter where you are with your flexibility, just try and bring your nose to your knee and make sure those toes are pointed up towards the sky and that your knees don't point inwards. Okay, now we're going to reach down and towards the middle, keeping those legs as straight as possible and reaching as far as you can. Make sure again, keep those toes pointed towards the sky and make sure not to let those knees turn inwards. Let's move on to pigeon pose. Now we're going to bring one leg underneath you and then you're going to lower down as if you're going to sit on that leg, and then you're going to press and extend the other leg back behind you. Press those hands through the mat and press that chest up towards the sky. Lower down onto those forearms, staying in the same exact position as you are with your legs. You should be feeling the stretch in a different place here. Now we're going to switch sides and do the exact same thing. Bring that one leg underneath you, lower down as if you're going to sit on it, and extend the other leg back. Press those hands through the mat and press that chest up to the sky. Now lower down onto those forearms and you should be feeling more of a stretch through the side of that hip. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to piriformis stretch, which I must say is my most favorite. So you're going to cross one leg over the other and you're going to take your arms and reach through and behind to grab the opposite leg's thigh, and then you're going to pull those legs towards your chest. You should be feeling a really nice stretch to the outside of that hip, maybe even down into that glute. Switch sides, and we're going to cross that leg over, reach those arms behind, grab that opposite thigh, and pull those to your chest. Thanks for joining me all the way till the end, guys. I hope that was a good cool down for you. Great job.